Before we begin reading, we're going to review the questions that we need to answer while reading. Number 1. How did seas influence the way many ancient Greeks lived? Number 2. Circle the word that means the system in a country that includes making, buying, and selling goods. So you will drag the red circle over that word. Number 3. What did the discovery at Knossos reveal about the Minoans? Number 4. Why were the Mycenaean palaces important places? Mountains and seas. Greece is a peninsula. This means that it is surrounded by water on 3 sides. There are also many islands that are part of Greece. Ancient people traded among the islands and along the coastline. Many fished for a living. The land on the Greek peninsula has many mountains. On the plains between the mountains, farmers raised crops and sheep and goats. The sea and mountains greatly influenced how ancient Greek culture developed. An island civilization. Another civilization developed on one of the islands off the coast of southern Greece. That island is Crete. About 1900, a British archaeologist named Arthur Evans found items from this civilization. The place he discovered on Crete is called Knossos. He dug up remains of an amazing palace. The palace had many rooms that stored food. Other rooms were workshops where people made jewelry and vases. An ancient people called the Minoans built the palace. Trade was an important economic activity for the Minoans. They traded pottery and vases for ivory and metals in Egypt and Syria. Sometime around 1450 BC, the Minoan civilization ended. Historians do not know why. A mainland civilization. Another early civilization in the area was the Mycenaean civilization. They lived in Greece from about 2000 BC to 1100 BC. Little was known about the Mycenaeans until the late 1800s. That was when a German archaeologist named Heinrich Schliemann found the remains of a palace. The palace was on the Greek mainland in a place called Mycenae. In the Mycenaean civilization, each king lived in a palace built on a hill. Nobles lived outside the walls on large farms called estates. Enslaved people and other workers lived in villages on the estates. The palaces were centers of government. Workshops were housed there too. People made clothes and jars for wine and olive oil. Other workers made metal swords and leather shields.